My name is Katron Gainey. I'm one of the school counselors here, and I would like to introduce you to our great counseling staff. We have Mr. Williams. He's responsible for students with last name A through D. We have Mr. Metcalf. He's responsible for students with last name E through J. We have Mrs. Dorsey. She's responsible for students with last name K through Q. And I'm Mr. Gainey. I'm responsible for students with last name R through Z. We have a wonderful graduation coach and wraparound services coordinator, Mrs. Hodges. We're going to be sharing with you some information, Mr. Williams and I, that we're going to be sharing with your juniors. Good afternoon, Greenbrier High School family. My name is Katron Gainey. I'm one of the school counselors here, and today I'll be giving you some information concerning junior advisement and things that we want our juniors to be knowledgeable on as they move through the school year. Plans after graduation. Junior year is the perfect year to start looking into what you want to do after you finish high school. Students do a variety of things. We have kids that go into the military. We have kids that go to typical four-year colleges, and also sometimes kids will choose to go to a technical college or a community college or a junior college. So whatever is appropriate for you, we just want you to start looking into what you want to do. Career interest. You guys can access your U-Science information through ClassLink. So if you can, please check that information out and just start looking into what you want to do. I encourage all of our students to start doing some Google searches or some Yahoo searches and type in colleges in this state that you want to go to or colleges with this program and just start narrowing down a list. And once you get that list narrowed down, please go ahead and visit that college's website and look at their admissions tab. Once you do that, you should be able to see what the criteria is in order for you to be competitive to get into that school. You'll want to know what GPA you need to have. You'll want to know what SAT or ACT score you need to have, and just familiarize yourself with what you'll need to do. And the earlier you know this information, the better. So if adjustments need to be made on your end, you can start making those adjustments soon. In order to graduate high school, students must get 23 credits. Those 23 credits must be in specific areas. 4 full credits for English, 4 full credits for math, 4 full credits for science, 3 full credits for social studies. You must take 1 semester of personal fitness and 1 semester of health. If you are a 3-year NJROTC student, that personal fitness and health requirement will be waived. You must do 3 special electives in the CTAE category, modern language category, or fine arts category. And finally, you must do 4 additional electives, and these electives can be in any area, any elective class will do. It's common for our kids to finish with more than 23 credits. That's fine. As long as we have 23 in these areas, then students will be okay to graduate. Your GPA and your rank. Every student has 2 different GPAs. The first GPA is your cumulative GPA. The cumulative GPA takes into account every class that you have ever taken in high school. This will be displayed on your transcript. During junior advisement, which is what we'll be doing soon with our juniors this semester, they will get a copy of their transcript, and in the top left-hand corner, you'll be able to see your cumulative GPA on the 4.0 scale and on the 100-point scale, and your class ranking will be there so you can see how you stack up next to your peers in the junior class. If you would like to see your HOPE GPA, which is your core GPA, that's the second one, please log into www.gafutures.org and create an account. After you create an account and log in, you'll be able to access your HOPE GPA. The HOPE GPA is also known as your core GPA. It only takes into account your core classes plus foreign languages. The cumulative GPA will take into account everything that you have ever done in high school, so that's the difference between the two. Please be aware that you will need to enter your social security number when you are creating that profile on Georgia Futures. And Georgia Futures is a useful website overall, so I encourage all of our students to play around with that website and check everything out that it has to offer. When you start applying to colleges next year, please be aware that you need to put that cumulative GPA, the one that's listed on your transcript, in the place that the college is asking for your GPA. Your senior year schedule, we typically do registrations for the next school year sometime around the end of first semester, give or take, but we want students to be aware of what they need to register for. Of course, we will be available to answer questions and help them along the way, but most of our juniors will be signing up for their fourth year classes. And as an example for math, most of our juniors are in advanced algebra. That's the third year class. So the next class for the fourth year is typically pre-calculus or statistical reasoning. We do offer higher level maths, and those would count as a fourth math as well. But these are some of the things we want our students to be thinking about in anticipation of that registration period. Dual enrollment opportunities are also available. We typically have an informational session to include dual enrollment sometime during second semester, but college websites will also have dual enrollment information as well, and you're also welcome to contact those admissions offices with questions. The common colleges that our students will use are Augusta University, Georgia Military College, and Augusta Tech. If you have aspirations of being an honor graduate, please keep in mind that by the time you graduate high school, you must have a 90 or better cumulative GPA, and you will be an honor graduate and get an honor cord. If you have aspirations of being a Val or a Sal, please keep in mind that you must complete at least 4 AP classes or 4 dual enrollment classes to be considered for those honors. We also hold an honors night here. If by the third 9 weeks of second semester of your senior year, you have a 90 or better cumulative GPA, you will be included in that honors night ceremony.
When students are planning to pursue post-secondary options, there are 4 primary tests to consider. When students plan to go to a 4-year college, they have the option of the SAT or ACT if it is required by the institution. It is important for students to check out the admissions pages to find out information about which test is required. Most colleges will accept both, and they can also see what kind of score is required for each test. To sign up for the test, students can follow the websites below to register and find out information about potential types of questions as well as test dates. And then they can also use Khan Academy as an SAT preparatory resource. When students plan to attend a 2-year or technical school, they can take the AccuPlacer. The way this typically works is that the student applies for the college, and then after applying, the college will set up a time and place for the student to take the AccuPlacer. When students plan to go directly into the military after high school, we usually indicate that they need to take the ASVAB, and the recruiters will let them know this as well. October 15th is the ASVAB test date this year, and it will be given here at Greenbrier High School on that day. Students can sign up with their guidance counselor or the ROTC instructor. It should be given again senior year around the same time. When students miss a day of school, then we have to document it in their attendance file. It is important that students turn in notes from their parent within 5 days of an absence. Medical notes can be accepted throughout the semester. If a student does accumulate a large number of unexcused absences, they can expect contact from the school administration, as well as a potential loss of senior privileges and the loss of the right to participate in certain events. The Georgia High School Association has established rules on who is eligible to participate in interscholastic activities that are competitive, such as athletics. First of all, a student must be on the right track for graduation, being in the appropriate grade level. They also must have passed 2.5 units or 5 courses here at Greenbrier High School during the preceding semester in order to be eligible. And they need to be enrolled in 2.5 units or 5 classes during the semester of participation. In Georgia, we are fortunate to have the HOPE Scholarship for students who plan to go to college. The students must meet the HOPE rigor and GPA requirements as outlined on Georgia Futures and the Georgia Student Finance Commission website. One aspect of that is completing 4 rigorous courses upon high school graduation. These courses can include advanced algebra, Spanish 2, chemistry and physics. A complete listing is available at the link here on this page. And then to earn the Hope Scholarship, a 3.0 GPA is required at graduation in the core classes as calculated by the Georgia Student Finance Commission. For the Zell Miller Scholarship, a 3.7 GPA at graduation is required. In addition, a student must either earn a 1200 in one sitting on the SAT or a 26 on the ACT, and this test must be taken before graduation. Updates and changes can be provided at the Georgia Futures website, and we encourage you to check out their information there at Georgia Futures and find the Hope tab that's available there. When students want to learn more about colleges, one way to do that is by visiting the campus and taking a tour. It is important first to go to the college website and look at their visitation policy and the dates that are allowed for visits. After that, then the student and parent can follow up with the school, and they can check with our attendance secretary and find out what is required as far as providing proof of the visit upon return. So the student can get a prior approval and then bring back documentation from the college about the visit. Lastly, I would like to talk about some helpful websites when navigating the rest of high school. The Greenbrier Guidance page has a lot of information about scholarships we offer. During junior year, we encourage students to gather information about potential scholarships that they may want to apply for during their senior year. We also post enrichment events and links to other activities such as virtual college tours and virtual admission counselor sessions on our guidance page. We have mentioned Georgia Futures throughout this presentation. There's career interest information as well as connection to every college in Georgia for exploration, and then the Hope info that we have already discussed. FastWeb is a national scholarship search tool that is provided for free to students. Students can create an account and receive information about scholarships. We mentioned the FAFSA when talking about the Hope. The FAFSA is the free application for federal student aid. Students can start filling that out on October 1st of their senior year. Income information of the parents as well as residency information are required as part of the FAFSA. And by filling out the FAFSA, that enables students to be eligible, if they're eligible for Hope, to receive that scholarship. The NCAA requires that Division I and II student athletes register before being eligible to participate in college sports. Students can register during their junior year, and then at the end of their junior year, they can request that we send their transcript at the start of their senior year to include their final junior year grades. Then at the end of senior year, again, they will request that their final transcript be sent to the NCAA. More information is found on their website at ncaa.org. This concludes our junior advisement presentation. We will be meeting with juniors during the months of October and November to share this information with them individually. We thank you for your time and hope you have a good day.